Michael Venom Page, repping London, in London, on a London bus.
Oh, yeah.
How's it feel to be headlining in your hometown in such a big fight like this?
I think it's epic. It's the feeling that all of us athletes look forward to, being in these kind of moments. You know, for when you first start training and, you know, seeing other people in a position that you want to get to, these are the moments you're working towards. So it's an amazing feeling to be here.
Undefeated in London, I think 5-0 over the course of your whole career. Does fighting in your hometown, in front of your home fans, bring a little bit extra out of you when you go out there to sort of go out and entertain the people closest to you?
Well, you see my fights, and no matter where I am, I always strive to do the entertainment thing and put on a show. I always want to give people their value for their ticket. But this one, yeah, and anytime I'm in London, being able to, I feel a slightly different energy. Being able to look out in the crowd, because I'm very present when I'm fighting. I can hear the commentators, you know, I can see where the ref is moving around. I can listen to, you know, the opposing coach. I can hear it all, so I'm very present. So I can see and feel the different people screaming that I know, voices that I've heard, you know what I mean? And I can obviously tune straight back into my coach when I need to go and deliver the final blow.
And obviously with Anthony Joshua fighting at the weekend here in London, that didn't go his way. Yeah. Does that just make you even more determined to give the London fans something to celebrate this weekend?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think regardless, I would have. That's me anyway. Like I said, that side of me doesn't switch off or switch on for other opposing factors. But it's I definitely want to give some to the London people something to cheer about and be happy about.
Looking back at that fight, how many times have you actually sat and watched that fight and picked through it as you prepare for this one?
To be fair, I haven't even. There's been no real need to kind of go through it. Obviously, you watch it initially, straight afterwards, just to kind of go over exactly what. But for me, it was very obvious mistakes. Whereas a lot of people might see it as, oh no, you know, they might pick out loads of different things. There was very obvious mistakes for me and my team, and I don't believe Lima's going to change his style. He's not going to doctor anything. He's going to be the same person going into that cage. So there's not much I need to work on in that sense. But as you say, it was going well for me. I'm going to be 10 times more effective this time while it's going well, and hopefully that wins the fight. Definitely will win the fight, but it's more a case of just being a better, sharper, faster, stronger version of myself, which is exactly what I've been doing and exactly what I am right now.
And being at the top of a fight card, there's a lot of expectation on this. There's a new champion in the division in Yaroslav Amosov. Win this fight, the natural next step would be to be facing him for the belt. How do you see a fight with him in comparison with a fight with Douglas in terms of stylistically? How do you feel that you would match up in a title fight against the Ukrainian?
Yes, I think it's a very obvious one. His wrestling ability is unbelievable. Great, beautiful style. He's actually got a very nice flow even with his stand-up, so he mixes it very well. I just personally don't find him that dangerous standing, which means I can be a little bit more reckless in terms of my positioning, which means I can gain a lot more power in terms of my strikes. But he's the person that's always going to try and hold me down. I'm definitely going to be way more active on my back than Lima was in his last fight. Give him a bit more to kind of deal with and be worried about. But then after that, I'm going to find my shot, I'm going to find my knee, I'm going to find a kick, I'm going to find something that's going to put him on his ass. It's just being a little bit more direct and specific about the type of shots that I'm going to be throwing. As if people notice it or didn't notice it, I rocked him. A few more of those he would have fallen over anyway, and that was in that fight. That was back then when I was slower version of myself, when I was not as strong as myself now. If I can be a bit more precise, like I know I can be a bit more careful in terms of positioning, because again his low kick is not, I genuinely mean his low kick is world class. I knew his low kick had weight to it, but I've never been worried about that because I'm never usually there to find. But it has a lot of speed to it as well, so it genuinely is world class low kick. But a few doctors and alterations in position and direction, it's not even a problem.
Give us a prediction. What shot is going to be the one that ends the fight for you, or is it going to go all the way to the scorecards?
Oh, it's definitely not going to the scorecards.